Oh, beautiful, amazing, fantastic world, and you, wonderful, wonderful individual you. Today, I would like to speak about maturing personality. Of course, one can first begin to truly mature one's personality after the age of 28, and it never truly is too late. For even though we have had our inner spiritual faculties idle and only in seed form, for a long while, you can still start stimulating it. It is still dormant in a sense. So the more we do take our time to go inwards, for maturing personality requires us to deepen ourselves. Inwardly is kind of an inverted universe. So the deeper you go, the closer you go to the sun in a sense. So one of course have to embrace the right proper forces to be protected also. It really is about what our soul and spirit stands for, and what forces are what we are what forces what we are which forces are we under their jurisdiction. I just couldn't construct that sentence correctly, but you get my drift. It is all about our values, all about our imprint in a sense. So, based on the more we mature, the more we purify and ennoble ourselves slowly and steadily, consistently over time, the more we mature. And maturing requires us to be silent within our own inner being, often in a certain solitude, to find out who are we as individual human beings, and also to find out about the world and other individual human beings, groups, animals, plants, minerals, you name it. But not only the physical aspects of them, but also the esoteric spiritual forces that is building and guiding, building them up and guiding them and so on. And to come to the connecting forces that truly can bring harmonious insights. For one needs a calm clarity inwardly to be able to operate in a certain stable sense. And that through meditation. Meditation can be done. For meditation are not meant to be so you breathe until you end up in a trance state. It is actually quite the opposite today, at least for the Western world, really. We are meant to strengthen our and maturing our personality, our ego, our spirit, so that it can truly be, it can express itself in a true moral and good way. For if we try to remove the one thing that actually is our core, our center, we would end up in a certain, either in a catatonic state, or something else will take over completely. We are this body's builder with the help of the hierarchy. And the more we go inward and develop ourselves inwardly, spiritually, the more it will reflect outwardly too. But through lifetimes. For patience, patience, patience. I think I mention it in every video, but that is because it is an essential truth. Fortitude. To be able to go on, and even if you don't see any progress, you remind yourself there is always progress, there is always movement. Nothing in this universe stands still. Not a single thing is static. That means our development too. So sometimes the higher worlds is kind of testing us to see, is our patience ironclad? Can we go one day in waiting for inspiration? Can we be silent and rest for a day to listen to what they have to tell us? Of course, this doesn't occur every day, all day, but it kind of does too. It is about how much we are willing to listen and to observe both ourselves and our inner being and our surroundings. You get good at it over time, of course. for it becomes kind of your life. For you are the one perceiving with your consciousness from your inner being. So to holding that responsible, to holding that harmonious and as clear and as clean as possible by giving it the proper nourishment. For if we want to have the cake and eat it too, expecting to have harmony while we feed our inner being a lot of chaos, it won't become harmonious. It is about certain things needs to be shed and to be sacrificed of our old selves, so that, well, new and proper faculties can take its place. For we only have room for so and so much in our being at a time. Certain things has to fall away so other things can become more prominent. It has been a thing since, well, in all civilizations, truly. For in every civilization we have developed a faculty, and this faculty has gone more in the background, so a new faculty for every civilization. But all of these faculties also intertwine in each other in a sense. So they don't go in a straight line. They are intertwined within each other. So certain stages are present within future stages in a sense. So we can grasp onto future stages now and develop through its seed form over time, or we can also stay behind in an earlier development. And, well, that is not a healthy way for us as present human beings to follow, to try to introduce the past again when we are meant to introduce future new cultures and spiritual faculties to the world. A new way of seeing the world and holding oneself inwardly alive, maturing oneself through experience, through study, through inward meditation and observation, contemplating life and the many mysteries and wonders of the cosmos, allowing oneself to actually, in humility, ask God and the higher worlds about these things. Maybe they will actually show us something. It is all about that. How willing are we to look for that truth and to completely throw away that sense of we already know truth. There is nothing more to learn. Throw that in the trash and never ever feel that again. For that is jadedness. That is a feeling of, well, it really is a feeling of being spoiled, being spoiled in a sense. Having finalized digested truths that are immutable. But nothing is immutable when everything is in movement and in transitions and transformation. Even the substances transform. So when this physical, sense-perceptible mineral substance falls into its own sphere, we will still be much finer, sublime substance we cannot presently see with our naked eye, but it can be perceived through our other inner faculties. They can be experienced and perceived through, well, the more spiritual and fine organs we are currently developing. For there are more to this earth than just what we can perceive physically. The only thing that truly is physical is the mineral side. The rest is very much supersensible. So holding oneself to knowing that in future times we will no longer hold these physical bodies. We will have completely different beings to reside within. And this is going to happen many times. We are going to develop into new. We have already come from 3 stages, and we are on the 4th stage, on the Earth stage. And we are going towards the Jupiter stage, the new spiritual stage we are cultivating slowly but surely. And we do this through death, through having, well, that part as our development. Birth and death. For through forgetting and remembering and experiencing life in many varieties of individual ways, we deepen our spirit, we deepen our ego, our eternal part, deepen and expanding it and maturing it, for it is our youngest faculties and our most divine one. For it was given to us by the higher worlds, the one thing that differentiates us from the animal, what makes us stand upright, what makes us hold, well, all of the spiritual faculties we human beings have. And to mature that, cultivate it, and to bring it in and lift it up to the hierarchies so we can truly hear them in a clear and most loving sense. It needs to hold a certain warmth and gratitude, for that is where nourishment lies and healing. And that is what I will leave you with today. May Father, Holy Spirit, Christ, Michael, higher hierarchy, ancient masters of all, ancestors from every incarnation, bless, protect, guide, and love you, and may you be provided for with all that you need to survive, live, thrive, being creative and inspirational, and a good example and healing to the world, so others can do the same if they choose to. Thank you so much. See you, and have a nice weekend. See you after the weekend. Goodbye.